it's always the same. Stina's down dressing the guests, and I'm running around like a disordered hen and try to organize everything. It will be super nice to film the start for you, so you could see everything, all the preparation and everything, but it just a little bit too much. Directly when the guests are here, the dogs are on the front of the team and we take off, then everything is calming down. But right now, so the first part of the route, we actually follow our trail that we use for 3-hour tour. It's good prepared, it's easy to drive, it's flat, so it's a good place to start if you are a beginner. Finally, we have started out again after lunch. Hot sandwiches, tea, coffee, cinnamon buns and cookies. It's cold. 20 degrees cold probably, and the moon is up there. And all teams are doing fine. You know, I can't film all dog driving because it will be too much dog asses on our YouTube channel, so let's go to the tent camp. So now the tent is up, and as you see, the stove is going, and directly when the stove is going, it's getting warm, and then I get fog on my camera lens. Anyway, we are at the tent camp. My group is down fetching water, and I will organize in here. And then some tea probably. We're already taking care of the dogs, so they're resting down there right now. Dog sled.
Best meal ever.
That's what you are.
So when you're making tours like this, it's always good to have all the different kind of gears in the sled with you. You should be able to repair the ropes, the sled, snowshoes, skis, dogs, people and so on. Here is a bag with several of this color. I always bring one of these ones. It's a half close, so because some dogs learn to come out of this. When they learn to come out of this regular fixed color, it's good to use this one for some nights. This one you should not use when you're driving because it's a chain and it's too heavy, so you should take it off when you're driving. But it's good to have one or two of them with you when you're making overnight trips, if you need it. When it's, even if it's totally clear sky, when you go to bed, close the sled. Put up your things. You should know where the things are, because maybe it could be 10 centimeters snow all over the place tomorrow morning. Probably not, but shit happens. And if that happens, you don't want to search for small things that you have dropped on the ground. Yeah. Now I had to go back into the tent. They're already sleeping. So. Finally we took off and it's actually super beautiful. It's kind of fog because the temperature is lower and it's just super beautiful. So we was dressing dog, pick up shit, having breakfast and so on. And then everything is kind of slow tempo in the beginning. But then finally you dress the dog, put them in front of the sled and the dog get more and more eager to go. And finally you just go. So now we're on the trail, it's a little bit foggy and the temperature is lower again, I think. So that's the reason why it's foggy. It's coming in some warm air that's cooling off and you get the ice crystals in the air. Today we're leaving the tent camp and heading towards the cabin and spend one night in the cabin. That will be great. And tomorrow we're coming back to the tent. Wow, we could actually see the sun. This is so beautiful. It is kind of low temperature now and you see, this is the reason why you should shave before making tours. I really don't like to have a hairy face. I absolutely don't recommend it. It's not warmer like some people say. It's actually get frosty and then it gets colder. So shave, don't keep the hairy Stone Age face, I don't know. But it's good for the image. It looks nice, doesn't it? And kicking and kicking.
My dogs are too enthusiastic.
Oh.
They don't like.
You don't need to be too close to the fire. It's nice. I can move if you want to sit closer. Because it's nice to have bare hands if you have them close to the fire. We have started out from the after the coffee break and I don't know what's my camera. There is some kind of fog on the camera. It's really cold, really cold. We have fresh footprints from elks here. It's not getting darker and darker, but it's not really as dark as it looks on the screen right now. So I save you from looking at some dog asses, so probably next time you see me is in the cabin. Maybe I show some dog asses. Yeah, now. On the front, put down the back. So, where I have compressed the snow, so the air is gone from the snow, then it will freeze during a couple of hours and will be like beton, cement, something like that. Now it's ready to put up the dogs. If you have a second anchor, you can connect that here and then you tighten them as a V out here, because that's much stronger than if it's only one. Now you see really cold here, and I try to organize everything inside. The group is down by the lake making a water hole. That's actually quite hard work. Brought a lot of firewood here with snowmobile some days ago, and this is a little bit special stove. You feed it from the top like this, and air in, ashes out, feed it from the top. The fire is here, and it's really good if you fire standing wood. This one, Husqvarna, like the chainsaw, 155, they are really good because they don't use much wood if you compare it to the heat you get. But I don't think they do them anymore. I don't know. They haven't been able to refill the gas because the gas is empty. So now we're out of gas, and it's also in the deal that if it's out of gas, we refill it. So this time I brought my MSRX GK, really super good stoves.
He tastes as well, and he wanted, of course, to take the spices too. I think we're not ready for the video. Oh yeah, of course he is.
Now it's almost midnight, and we arrived to the cabin, started the fire, light up some candles, and start heating up water for the dog food, and all that routine as normally. Then we made a water hole out here, and yeah, everything was doing super like routines. The dinner today was soup. We can buy in Sweden potatoes, carrots, spring onion and so on, and it's cut in small cubes already. And you can also buy fish in small cubes. So I had some bags of these frozen vegetables and some boxes of fish. And then you just boil it with bouillon, with water, and some chili into it, and that will become a fish soup. And add some cream on top of it. So tonight we had fish soup and a lot of chocolate. Also, it's important, very important. Now it's midnight. As you see, it starts snowing a little bit, so it have coming in a layer of clouds. Tomorrow the temperature will be more okay. And it seems like the last day on Friday will be pretty cold. Now I've been doing all my evening stuff in, and also fetch some more water, so we have everything ready for tomorrow morning, and we can start with tea and coffee. Now I had to go back to the cabin and enter my sleeping bag. I'm looking forward to that very much. So now we are on our way again. We left the cabin a little bit stressful, and very soon I figure out that it's a good idea to fly a drone. So I launched my drone, and I crashed my drone. But then it's a really good app or feature on the drones, Find My Drone. You can see it on the map and so on. So I tested it, and you can start flashing and beeping the drone, and I did that. I couldn't see it. It wasn't on the map. I couldn't see where it was beeping, but I could look into the video I made and figure out which tree I was crashed into. The problem is that when it's crashed and it's so fluffy snow, it just disappears in the deep snow. Anyway, I find the drone. It's covered with snow. I put it for drying with one of my hand warmers, and see if I can fly later on again. But next time I will not fly from my sled, because now I had to make a check so it's okay again. But I'm so happy that I find it. Here are some dog asses anyway, if you want to see some dog asses today. The 6 dogs I have in my team. In front, on the left, if I'm looking from back, is Gandalf. Gandalf, the famous crazy guy. Together with Gandalf, we have Mike. Mike is not working so much as a leader dog, but he's a good dog. He works in all positions. He's not so well-trained leader, so he do his job, but he is not the one that I use if I have a difficult situation. Behind we have Troll. Troll is the guy that we bought from another kennel. He is not liking me back at the kennel. I maybe told you before, but when we're out like this, he loves me. Together with Troll, we have Kiwi. Kiwi is super noisy, quite young female. Hard working female. And closest to the sled, we have Happy. Happy is kind of stressy dog. Very nice with people and so on, of course, all of them are. But very nice dog otherwise, but a little bit too stressful. And then we have the last one on the right side. That is Carl. Carl is a really strange dog. No balls, totally overbite, strange attitude and messing up with other dogs. And we had to rescue him when he was young because he didn't get enough with food, couldn't eat or whatever. So they're a very strange dog. Last season when we ran him, he actually more or less collapsed, so we couldn't use him for longer tours. He couldn't follow actually. This autumn I brought him out again on his last chance, because we was planning to find a new home for him. And this autumn, when I brought him out, suddenly he worked fine. When he stopped working, he also stopped messing with the other dogs more or less. And now he's doing really well. So I'm happy for that strange dog. He looked like the rat in the Ice Age, but he's fine anyway. Even an ugly dog can be nice.
Yep.
Now we're on the trail again, and we have started out. It's getting dark very quickly, and we start using our headlamps, as you see. Now it's 18k back to the tent. Here's some dog asses again. Good. Starting and some crazy dog, and now I had to take the anchor. Troll! Stanna upp! Vad var det där? Ja. I think that was everything from me today. If you want to support our channel, we have something that's called Patreon. We also have something that's called Buy Me a Coffee. There is links in the description to that. Give us thumbs up, help us with the algorithm, and go out, do some awesome stuff out in nature, running around or whatever. I don't know what you like. Do what you like. Be happy. And to my group this week, big thanks for following, and big thanks for coming and making our lifestyle possible, because that is actually what all our customers do. They are helping us to keep the dogs, feeding the dogs. When you buy our tours, we get that help also. So we are super happy for being able to have this way of living and produce a content for you out there. That's also very fun. Anyway, a lot of chatting from me. I'm not the kind of introvert guy. See you next video. Ciao.